visiting Rays 5-1. The Blue Jays swatted 4 home runs in this one as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 11-7. The Miami Marlins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-1. The Pirates' third baseman, number 16, drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs, helping lead the Pirates to victory over the Nationals 11-5. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Braves allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-3. The Cubs held their opponent to just 2 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-0. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Reds hit 3.
Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it comes your way next. Marco Gonzalez, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
So digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Cesar Hernandez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. The 2-1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping into the box, Jed Lowry. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a base hit on the line. Running hard. He's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. The 0-2 delivery changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Lowry stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. It's back to Seattle right after this. Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners.
Pitch on the way.
Center fielder.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
He's running in there. Now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. One out and a runner on second base. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Lowry. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, catcher, Mike Zunino.
Here now is Mike Zunino. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's gone 3 for 8. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And the changeup is way low that time. Graveman, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty D, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make the...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax and compete.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
In there, 0-1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. We'll head to inning number 2 here at Safeco. The Mariners lead it 1-0. Here's Chris Davis now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Chris Davis.
First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Full count. 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Heredia. 1 down.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman, plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
A ball and no strikes.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
A ball and a strike now. 1 out, nobody on.
when you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Pitch is popped up. Under it now is Segura, and he's got it. 2 away now.
Batting 7, catcher.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Cruz. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 1-0. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. A windup and the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Gene Segura standing in, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 1-0 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now it's 2-0.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
3-1 now. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Moving under it, Pinder. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 9, designated hitter, Ben Gamel.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamel. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The 3 of us return. Now at the plate, Mark Canha.
Leading off for Oakland, center fielder, Mark.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Gordon on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. And that brings up Chad Pinder. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
0-2.
swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right
there. In now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. The 1-0. Right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least one base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Pinder over at second. Hernandez at first, one gone. Swing and a miss at a ball down. Semien is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. Cano for one. And the return will pull the first baseman off the bag, so they'll just settle for the one out.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he'll take a look at ball one. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Left side. Seager fields it cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Stepping up to the plate, D. Gordon, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, D. Gordon.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first down.
Left fielder, number 5, Guillermo Heredia.
That will bring in Guillermo Heredia now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Here's the 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. And this will be fouled away. Cruz, or the boomstick as he's appropriately nicknamed. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
This guy has been an absolute beast this year so far, leading the team in home.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Standing in, Matt Chapman. They'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Two and 0 the count to the A's left fielder. Chapman gets his lead at first, nobody out. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Here it is, the 3-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but foul. The 3-1. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 25.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He popped out in his first trip. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. Working for the punch out and the offering. Liner toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. The tying run is in to score from second.
Now batting, catcher, Victor Caratini.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
From a hitter's perspective, you knock the donut off your bat knowing two things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Moving under it, Cruz. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he is in there.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So now it's Mark Hanna, and they're runners at the corners now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
And that brings up Chad Pinder, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. On the ground for Cano. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Mike Zunino. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Mike Zunino.
Hold strike at the letters, 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Kenna is right there, 1 down.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
First offering on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Cano, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. That gets down, and the inning continues. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted in the air to center field. Moving under it, Kenna. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Mariners leave a couple. Our score remains 2-1. Now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Cesar Hernandez.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Missed with a breaking ball.
3-1.
Well, ball 3, and listen, the Oakland A's right now would love to get this leadoff guy on any way they could. They would love a leadoff walk.
Here's a ball lined up and over the head of Segura. It's short. It's on into left center for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Striding in once again, Marcus Semien, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. From the stretch. Popped him up. Cruz moving in. He slides and brings it in. Nice play there for out number 1.
Up next for Oakland, second baseman, Lowe.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Pitch popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hit hard on the ground to first. Segura for 1 on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Oakland is on top in this one, 2-1. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat.
Gamble.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners. Here's D. Gordon now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here, and he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. Oh, 1, here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in there. Base hit.
The left fielder, number 5, Guillermo Heredia.
Digging in, Guillermo Heredia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
23, Nelson Cruz.
Digging in once again, Nelson Cruz. He was a ground out victim last time up. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Take something off, but it's 1-2 now.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's...
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Ready for another shot now, Mike Zunino. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. 0-1 the count. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Sliced hard, but foul. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
Playing throw, 1-2 to count.
Tapped down the line. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
At the plate, Robinson Cano. He singled his last time up. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Ready once again, Kyle Seager. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You can bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Gordon, the runner at third. Cruz at second. Cano on at first with 2 down. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Line drive to left. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe as they jump out ahead with 3 runs scoring on the play.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble. But I think they went with him maybe 1 batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Skied into straightaway right. Pinder is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the M's 5 and the A's 2. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Seager is there. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 20.
Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Piscotty. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set and the pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And he fouls this one off. A bouncer to the left side. Segura with a sliding stop. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing there for the A's. And At the plate, Gene Segura. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
Segura.
Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Hit in the air to center field. Moving under it, Kenna. Makes the play, one away. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Ben Gamble. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away. Striding in, D. Gordon. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First offering on its way. There's a strike.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
The left fielder, number 5, Guillermo.
So stepping in, Guillermo Heredia, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he lays off there, 1-0. Soft liner towards first. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Now the relay home. Out at the plate as they slap the tag on him. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. 7th inning coming up. It's the M's 5 and the A's 2. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. And the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now at the plate, Mark Hanna. A fly out and a single for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Out to short for Segura. Reined in on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 18.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Hit sharply toward the right side. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. A's. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Luke Hochafer gets the ball from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
For the Athletics, number 44, Luke.
First pitch on its way. This is taken outside for ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Nelson Cruz sent packing to begin the bottom of the 7th.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Mike Zunino comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit hard to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tough right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Scooped up, and indeed he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Settling in now, Kyle Seager. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Ryan Healy would be next. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They're still out in front, 5-2. Edwin Diaz has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39.
Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. This is flared out towards second. But there is the second baseman, Cano, for the first out. Final line there for the Mariners starting pitcher. He was great all night long. So striding in, Marcus Semien, head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Gordon has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Jed Lowry now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent out to straightaway center field. Gordon is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And the deficit remains 5-2. Stepping into the box, Ryan Healy is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Ryan Healy.
Santiago Casilla will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Santiago Casilla.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the Mariners have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
This one's down to third. And there's one down now. In now the Mariners DH, Ben Gamel. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Popped him up. Lowry is calling for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 9, D. Gordon.
Here's D. Gordon now. Runner in scoring position with Sir John. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up.
1-0.
Keeley at second with 2 down. Hit on the ground to third. Hernandez right there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mariners leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Ready to start the 9th as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. Nick Vincent comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. High pop-up. Seager waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Low for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Softly hit here to the left side. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Ready now, Stephen Piscotty. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1. And it's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a diving attempt there by Cano, but he can't pull it in. A base hit.
Hey, guys, right there. You look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously. Not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times. And eventually, the batter made a nice adjustment.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count. there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. The 2-1 home. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Oakland. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Got him. And Oakland, good night.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Seattle Mariners used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Marco Gonzalez wins his third of the season. Kendall Graveman is settled with a loss after giving up only one earned. Nick Vincent hammers down the save, his ninth of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, Curry for the